So, building an email list isn't as simple as it seems. I want to share some truths with you about how to do effective email list building. A lot of people don't talk about this, so I want to change kind of the way that you want to look at as you're growing your list, and how ways to grow it effectively that you may not have heard before. And so, let's talk about some of these things that we can help you as you're growing your list. So first of all, it's gonna take some time. It's not everything's gonna happen right away, especially when you're excited and you're getting started. It's really common to want to have this done yesterday, and reality is it's not. You're going to build relationships with the people on your list. You're going to need to email them and get engaged. Find these folks either in social media. If you have a lot of a budget to do paid media, then you could scale it faster that way. But again, if you don't have the funds to do that, then and you don't have the know-how, and if you've never done it before, the last thing you want to do is just spend a bunch of money that you're likely going to waste. So you want to look at more organic ways, which is going to be a little bit slower, but overall, it's going to help you really hone in who your list is and how well you can create a long-lasting relationship with them. It's all about time. You can only send so many emails per day before you start to burn out those folks. And so to get a proper relationship, it's going to take time. And so those people are going to be on there for months or years before they actually will want to fully engage. And so they may just be in the background. So know that it's going to take time in order to build your list. The next thing is size isn't everything. So a lot of people talk about how big their list is. I have over 1 million subscribers, or I have whatever. Is the number doesn't really matter as much as the engagement of that list. So I know many people that have millions and millions of people on a list, but their open rates are 10%. And so really, what's 10% of a million? Well, that's 100,000 people, and that seems like a lot, but those people may not be all that engaged either. And so, and then you go down from there of how many people actually click on a link, and it's probably even worse. And so those those million people, could be very few of them that are actually engaged all that well. But if you have a list of 1,000, 2,000, people that have a list of 20,000 people that they have huge engagement with, actually do better than those that have these million person lists. So it's really more about the engagement of your list than the size of it. So keep that in mind too, is that what you're looking for is not just having a bigger list overall, it's having a bigger engaged list overall. And so always keep that in mind as you're growing your list. You're looking for the right people that want to engage with you and letting go of the ones that don't. And so that's really what you're looking for. And a lot of people are trying to be everything to everyone, which makes you nothing to nobody. And so that's really what you're looking to avoid with that. So making sure that you are having a good voice out there, your unique voice and how you're doing it, that's what you want. And so those people that really want to come along with you, engage with you long term, are the ones you really want on your list. And of course, next thing is offering value, and consistent value. And I always kind of roll this together with selling as well, selling value as well, because you don't make anything unless people buy from you too. So both of those go hand in hand, having good value emails and also good value what you're selling as well. And having those together is really what happens when you can really have a list that values what you're saying and what you have to sell. And of course, list maintenance. So list maintenance, you gotta get rid of those that are not opening and not engaging with you. They may have opted in at one point. Maybe something happened, and if they just got marked, they just went to spam and they never open it or whatever. But you got to get them off your list. I mean, if they haven't opened in 6 months, they probably aren't going to open. So you can export them. Just don't email to them if you want to do some sort of re-engagement campaign and try to, open those up. Then that's definitely something you can do. But other than that, that's what you want to avoid, keeping just dead leads on your list. And of course, when it comes to lead magnets, getting people on there, you want to go with quality over quantity. So having quality lead magnets, something that's of actual value. So, I mean, anybody can use ChatGPT to output a bunch of stuff, and some of it's valuable, but some of it's just, general stuff. So having things, and I like using AI for certain things, but also putting my own personal touch on it is what you really want to do. So great for ideas, great for getting, 80% there, but the last 20% has to be your uniqueness that you can add to it that is unique to you and what you can offer. And so having that quality is definitely worthwhile. You want to make sure that you're giving good quality and not worrying about just overloading people with stuff. We always have more stuff than what we need, especially with, it used to be that you would just give more and more and more to everybody, and then people would buy from you. Now it's strategic. It's more of getting the right information in the right size that's usable. That is what's going to help people. And so, really, what you want to do is keep it bite-sized so that it's very succinct and to the point, and what your people actually need. So, hopefully, these have been helpful to you. If you want more information on marketing and email marketing in general, please go to marketopiahq.com, and looking forward to talking to you next time.